Hello students, let's proceed with example. Show that if D is an integral domain, then dx is an integral domain. Now what is dx? Dx is a set of polynomial in which the coefficients will be from the D, where D is integral domain. Now we have to show if D is integral domain, then in that case dx will be integral domain. Now like as Rx, dx is a set of polynomial, and with respect to operations of addition and multiplication that form a ring. Okay, and if D is an integral domain, in that case dx also be an integral domain. What is integral domain? It is a commutative ring with unity and without zero divisor. Without zero divisor means what? If product of two elements is 0, then either one of the element is 0. Okay, so remember this statement: if D is integral domain, then dx is an integral domain. Next is factorization of polynomials over a field. Suppose fx can be expressed as gx into hx, then definitely f of alpha will be g alpha into h alpha. Okay, if we replace x by alpha, therefore f of alpha is 0 if and only if either g of alpha is 0 or h of alpha is 0. Okay, this answer is 0 if either one of this answer is 0. Means what? The attempt to find a 0 of fx reduced to a problem of finding a 0 of a factor of fx. So finding 0 of fx is same as the finding 0 of one of the gx or hx. Next is a division algorithm. So what is that? Division algorithm, in general in calculus you learned, in algebra you learned about division algorithm for numbers. So similarly it is the division algorithm for fx. So there are two polynomials. Fx is an x raised to n plus an minus 1 x raised to n minus 1 plus up to a naught, and gx is bm x raised to m plus bm minus 1 x raised to m minus 1 plus up to b naught. These two are polynomials, okay, the elements of f of x, with an and bm both non-zero elements of f. Means these both non-zero elements means called what? Degree of fx is n, degree of gx is m. Okay, and m is greater than 0. We will divide fx by gx. Okay, degree of gx is greater than 0. Then there are unique polynomials qx and rx in fx such that qx and rx such that fx can be expressed as gx qx plus rx. We know by for numbers. So this fx can be expressed as gx into qx plus rx. We know this algorithm for numbers. So similarly it applies for polynomials, where either rx is 0, means either remainder is 0, or degree of rx will be less than degree of gx. Okay, so this is about division algorithm. If we divide fx by gx, then we get two polynomials qx and rx such that this fx is gx into qx plus rx, where either rx is 0 or degree of rx is less than degree of gx. Now let us solve example of it. Example is, let fx gx belongs to z phi ux. Means what? These two polynomials are such that their coefficients are elements of z phi u. Means like coefficients will be from 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4. So this is given fx. You can see coefficients 1, minus 3, 2, 4, minus 1. Gx is 1, minus 2, 3. Divide fx by gx and find qx and rx. So this is fx, this is gx. So we will divide fx by gx. So let us divide this fx by gx. So first here is x raised to 4, here is x square. We need to multiply it by x square. We multiply this polynomial by x square, we get x raised to 4 minus x cube minus 2x cube plus 3x square. By subtraction this will get cancelled. This is minus 3x cube plus 2x cube, that is minus x cube, minus x square, this 4x minus 1 as it is. Again here is minus x cube, we multiply it by x. Okay, we multiply it by minus x. Then here after multiplying by minus x, it will be minus x cube plus 2x square minus 3x. After subtraction signs will reverse, this will get cancelled. Here minus 3x square plus 7x means 2x in Z5, this minus 1 as it is. Next, here is minus 3x square, so multiply, we will multiply it by minus 3, so it gives minus 3x square plus 6x means x in Z5, again minus 9 means 4 in Z5. So after subtraction, what we get here, signs will reverse, and here these 2 will get cancelled, 2x minus x, that is x, and here 4 minus 1, that is 3. So what we get, therefore we get qx. So qx is x square minus x minus 3 and rx is x plus 3. Means this polynomial is product of these two plus this remainder. Okay. Next is a factor theorem. What is factor theorem? An element a belongs to f is a 0 of fx belongs to fx if and only if x minus a is a factor of fx in fx. Means what? Any element is a 0 of any polynomial if x minus a is a factor of that polynomial. That is a factor theorem. Now using that corollary and division algorithm, let us solve one more example. Consider again z5x. Now consider this polynomial in z5x, z raised to 4 plus 3x cube plus 2x plus 4. Now note that here 1 is a 0 of this polynomial. If we substitute 1 for x, then we get 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 4. That will be 0 in Z5. Okay. Now as 1 is a 0 of this polynomial, the by above theorem, by above corollary, definitely x minus 1 will be the factor of this polynomial. So this polynomial can be written as x minus 1 into qx. So let us find out factorization by long division. So as x minus 1 is one factor, we can divide this given polynomial by x minus 1. So let us divide it by x minus 1. So here is x cube, here is x, we multiply it by x cube. We get x raised to 4 minus x cube. After subtraction, we get 4x cube plus 2x plus 4. Here is 4x cube, okay. Here is x. So we need to multiply it by 4x square. We multiply it by 4x square. So after subtraction, we get 4x square plus 2x plus 4. Here is 4x square, here is x. We multiply it by 4x plus 4x, we get x plus 4. Now here is x plus 4, we multiply, here is x, we multiply it by 1. So this into plus 1 upon x minus 1. After subtraction, what we get? 5. 5 means 0 here. Okay. So by division algorithm, this polynomial is equal to x minus 1 into this polynomial. Okay. Plus 0. So we get this in Z5. Let us give it equation 1. Okay. Now again, this is 1. Now again, for this polynomial, again 1 is a 0. If we put 1 for x, we get 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1. That is 10, which is 0. So again, x minus 1 will be the factor of this polynomial. So we divide this polynomial by again x minus 1. Then we get quotient as x square plus 4, remainder 0. So we write this polynomial again as product of x minus 1 and x square plus 4. We give it equation 2. Now here again x square plus 4. Again here again x is 1 is a 0 of x square plus 4, because if we put x is 1, we get 5, that is 0. So again we divide this polynomial by x minus 1. So here we again divide x square plus 4 by x minus 1. So we get x plus 1 and remainder. So x square plus 4 will be x minus 1 into x plus 1. Finally, okay, we get this polynomial. So by 1, 2 and 3 we get, so we substitute all these values in equation 1. Finally, we get given polynomial is equal to x minus 1. What we did here, what was our equation 1? Our equation 1 was this. Okay, in this equation we use equation 2. What is equation 2? X cube plus 4x square plus 4x plus 1. This polynomial is equal to x minus 1 plus x minus 1 into x square plus 4. We substitute this value here. Again, from last equation, x square plus 4 is x minus 1 x plus 1. So we substitute equation 2 and 3 in equation 1, and finally we get this polynomial. Okay, So this is a factorization of this polynomial here. Now there is one corollary. A non-zero polynomial fx belongs to fx of degree n can have at most n zeros in a field f. Means what? Any polynomial, if degree of that polynomial is 3, then that polynomial can have at most 3 zeros. Means if degree of any polynomial 3, it can have at most 3 roots. Okay, more than 3 roots are not possible. Next is definition of irreducible polynomials. Now what is irreducible polynomial? A non-constant polynomial. Now by name you can guess irreducible, which cannot be reduced. So that is irreducible. So definition is a non-constant polynomial fx belongs to fx is irreducible over f. It is important. Irreducible over what? That is important. Irreducible over f, or is an irreducible polynomial fx if fx cannot be expressed as a product of gx into hx of two polynomials gx and hx in fx, both of lower degree than the degree of fx. If we cannot express the original polynomial fx is equal to gx into hx, then we say that fx is irreducible. Okay. If fx belongs to fx is a non-constant polynomial that is not irreducible, then we say it as a reducible. Now let us see the example, then it will be more clear. So here the polynomial x square minus 2 is irreducible over q. Why? Because now you know x square minus 2 can be written as x minus root 2 x plus root 2, but root 2 is a not rational number, it is irrational. Means this factor is not possible for q. So this polynomial is irreducible over q, but it is reducible over irrational set of irrational, or we can say it is reducible over r, because x square minus 2 factors in rx in x minus root 2 into x plus root 2. Now let us see example. Let us show that fx is x cube plus 3x plus 2 viewed in z5x is irreducible over z5. We have to show this polynomial is not reducible or irreducible in z5. So to show this it is irreducible, assume that this polynomial is reducible in z5. Now if means what? If this polynomial factored in z5 into polynomials of lower degree, then now its degree is 3, its factorization is happen. Then means what? This polynomial is equal to product of two polynomials. So definitely means this polynomial is of degree 3. Okay, this polynomial is of its degree is 3, and this is given polynomial, it is product of two polynomials. I mean definitely one will be of degree 1 and another will be of degree 2. So if this factor in z5x into polynomials of lower degree, then there will exist at least one linear factor of fx. Means polynomial of degree 1 means that is linear factor of fx of the form x minus a for some a belongs to z5. Okay. Now by the corollary, if x minus a is a factor, then fa must be 0. Okay. But then fa will be 0 by corollary. Then only x minus a will be the factor where a belongs to z5. But what happens? Z5 contains 4 elements. A belongs to Z5 means A can be 0, 1, 2 or 3 or 4. But what is the f of 0? Let's put x0, it is 2. F of 1 is 1. F of 2, 1. F of 3, 3. F of 4, 3. Means what it shows? Fx has no 0 in Z5. Okay. Means any of this element is not a 0, means x minus a cannot be a factor for any a belongs to Z5. Therefore factorization of this polynomial is not possible. Therefore this polynomial we can say it is irreducible over Z5. Okay. So there is one theorem related to this example. If fx belongs to fx and let fx be of degree 2 or 3, then fx is reducible over f if and only if it has a 0 in f. Like this, here there is no 0 in f, but if it is of degree 2 or 3, then it is reducible if and only if it has a 0 in x. Next theorem is, if fx belongs to zx, fx is a polynomial over zx, then fx factors into a product of two polynomials of lower degrees r and s in qx if and only if it has such factorization with polynomials of same degree and r and s in zx. So factorization is qx is possible if and only factorization in zx of the same degrees of r and s. Then there is a next theorem called as Einstein criteria to check that the polynomial is irreducible over q. Polynomial irreducible over q. So what is that Einstein criteria? Let p belongs to z be a prime. Suppose p is any prime number. Suppose that fx is an x raised to n plus up to a naught is in z of x, and an is not congruent to 0 mod p, but ai congruent to 0 mod p for all I less than n, with a not congruent to 0 mod p square, then fx is irreducible over q. What it means? Suppose this is given polynomial, p is any prime, for any prime and for this polynomial, an not congruent to 0 mod p means what? P does not divides an, but P divides all of this a n minus 1 to up to a naught. P does not divides an, but P divides the remaining coefficients, and last P square does not divides a naught. Okay? P does not divides an, but P divides all of these coefficients, and P square does not divides a naught. If this condition is satisfied, then we say that this polynomial fx is irreducible over q. This is called as the Einstein criteria. Let us solve example of it. So example, for the polynomial 25x raised to 5 minus 9x raised to 4 minus 3x square minus 12, if we take p is equal to 3, then taking p is equal to 3, we can say this polynomial is irreducible over q. How? Because here 3 does not divide 25, okay, but 3 divides 9, 3 divides 3, 3 divides 12, okay. 3 does not divide 25, but 3 divides all of these coefficients, and 3 square, that is 9, does not divide 12. Therefore, by Einstein criteria, given polynomial is irreducible over q. So using this criteria, you can check that the polynomial is irreducible over q. Okay. Now there is one corollary, that is phi p of x, means any polynomial of the form x raised to p minus 1 upon x minus 1, means this is same as the polynomial x raised to p minus 1 plus x raised to p minus 1 up to x plus 1, means it is 1 plus x square up to x raised to p minus 1, where p is a prime number, is irreducible over q for any prime. Means what? For any prime this is true. Suppose p is 7, okay, this is up to x raised to p minus 1, so 1 plus x square plus x cube plus x raised to 4 plus x raised to 5 plus x raised to 6, you can say that this polynomial is irreducible over q. Okay. Next and last topic of this chapter is uniqueness of factorization in fx. So theorem is, let px be an irreducible polynomial in fx if px divides rx sx. Okay, px is irreducible polynomial. If px divides product of these two polynomials for rx sx belongs to fx, then either px divides rx or px divides sx. Similarly, like numbers, okay. So if polynomial px divides this product, then definitely px must divides either rx or either sx. So corollary of it, we can, If Px is irreducible in Fx and Px divides the product R1x, R2x up to Rnx for Ri belongs to Fx, then Px divides Rix for at least 1i. Now for uniqueness, the theorem is if F is a field, then every non-constant polynomial Fx belongs to Fx can be factored in Fx into a product of irreducible polynomials. Any polynomial can be factored into a product of irreducible. The irreducible polynomials being unique except for order and for unit. That is non-zero constant factored in F. What this theorem states? Every non-constant polynomial can be factored into product of irreducible polynomials, okay, and that is unique except order means you can reverse the polynomials. And what about, and for unit, let us see the example for it. Now look at this polynomial x raised to 4 plus 3x cube plus 2x plus 4. We know it's factored as x minus 1 cube x plus 1. So this polynomial can be expressed as product of irreducible. Now these polynomials are irreducible. X minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1, x plus 1 cannot be further reduced. Okay. So this can be expressed as this. These irreducible factors in Z5X are only unique up to units. Now this is equal to this product. Now what order means? You can write it as x minus 1 cube into x plus 1 or x plus 1 into x minus 1 cube. And what about unit? It is unique up to units, that is non-zero constant in Z5. Means this x minus 1 cube into x plus 1, you can write it as x minus 1 square. Okay, it is x minus 1 cube. You have written x minus 1 square. 1x minus 1 remains, so 2x minus 2. And for 3x plus 1, you have written 3x plus 3. Now these both are same. Why same? Why same? Here you can take 2 common, here you can take 3 common. So 2 into 3, that will be 6, which is 1 in Z5. Okay, 2 into 3, 6, that is 1 in Z5. Therefore, these two factorizations are same. So we will consider these two as same. Okay, so let's stop here. Here our first chapter, that is rings and fields, are completed. It is completed. Okay, so let's stop. Thank you.